All right, boys and girls, we're going to talk about um, conclusion sentences today. We've recently learned how to write topic sentences and we've been working on our details. Now we're really going to concentrate on that conclusion sentence because we really need to know that the topic sentence and the conclusion sentence are a lot alike, but we don't need to have any details in those two sentences. Okay? Now, a topic sentence begins a paragraph, and the conclusion sentence ends a paragraph. Topic sentences and conclusion sentences are a lot alike. So let's review what exactly is a topic sentence. Topic sentence begins a paragraph. It tells the reader what the paragraph is going to be about. It states the main idea of the paragraph. Let's compare what a conclusion sentence is. Conclusion sentence ends the paragraph. It reminds the reader what the paragraph was mainly about. It restates the main idea of the paragraph. So we're going to read this paragraph. Follow along as I read it. My uncle Josh Taylor inspires many people, including me. 4 years ago, when he was in college, he was seriously injured when he was driving home from work one night. A drunk driver slammed into his car, leaving him paralyzed. He will probably never be able to walk again, and he had to give up his dream of becoming a firefighter. He doesn't let that get him down, though. He says he is just grateful to be alive. I've never seen my uncle without a smile on his face. Obviously, my uncle inspires not only me, but everyone who gets an opportunity to meet him. Now, let's look at the topic sentence and the conclusion sentence. It says, my uncle Josh Taylor inspires many people, including me, is the topic sentence. The conclusion sentence is, obviously, my uncle inspires not only me, but everyone who gets an opportunity to meet him. Now, as you can see, that the two sentences are quite similar. In fact, the easiest way to write a conclusion sentence is to look at the topic sentence and decide how you can make the same point in a slightly different way. I like to think of the topic sentence and the conclusion sentence in a paragraph as identical twins. Identical twins are two different people who look a lot alike. Likewise, a topic sentence and a conclusion sentence aren't exactly the same, but they look a lot alike. Now, the topic sentence and the conclusion sentence are like twins here. As you can see, the topic sentence right here is my uncle Josh Taylor inspires many people, including me. And then the conclusion sentence, obviously, my uncle inspires not only me, but everyone who gets an opportunity to meet him. Let's write a conclusion sentence for this paragraph. All right, here's the topic sentence. There are many exciting things to do at an amusement park. First, there are rides at an amusement park. The carousel, Ferris wheel, and roller coasters are among the most popular rides. Also, unique food stands can be found at amusement parks. Many people like to eat giant turkey legs or funnel cakes when they visit a park. Finally, there are games at amusement parks. Kids and adults try to win large stuffed animals. So now we got to come up with a conclusion sentence. So first you do, I need to restate the main idea in a slightly different way. My topic sentence was, there are many exciting things to do in an amusement park. How about this sentence? A day spent at an amusement park is packed with many fun events. Here's a tip. Begin your conclusion sentence with a transition word. A list of transition words for a closing. Well, this is the list of transition words. As you can see, in conclusion, clearly, obviously, thus, therefore, all in all, overall, as a result. Which transition words could begin this particular sentence? As you can see, clearly, obviously, all in all. Okay, so those make sense. Okay, when you put the other ones in front of it, it kind of messes it up just a little bit. As you can see, a day spent at an amusement park is packed with many fun events. So there is now our conclusion sentence. So look at our topic sentence. There are many exciting things to do at an amusement park. In the conclusion sentence, as you can see, a day spent at an amusement park is packed with many fun events. All right, so let's come up with a conclusion sentence for this one. There are many things you can do during a school recess. I'm going to give you a minute. You can hit pause while you read this. Now let's look at our topic sentence here. We need to restate the main idea, and you need to use transition words with your conclusion sentences. And here's our topic sentence. There are many things you can do during a school recess. Clearly, you have several choices when deciding what to do during a school recess. And that's a really good closing sentence there. Okay? If you'll look at the closing sentence, you'll look at the topic sentence. It says the exact same thing, but it uses different words, and it has a transition word. Make sure you have a transition word in your conclusion sentence. All right, let's look at this paragraph. What would our best closing sentence be? You can pause it as you read it. All right, and there is our topic sentence. And the best conclusion sentence for this topic sentence would be, as you can see, each season has its own unique features. Could you use different closing transition words? Yes, but make sure that it makes sense. And there it is in the whole paragraph. You've got the topic sentence and the closing sentence, conclusion sentence. All right, here's another one. What would be the best conclusion sentence here? You may pause it as you read. And here's the topic sentence, and you're going to restate the main idea, but don't think of any of the transition words sounds good this time, so I'm not going to use one. The next time you are hungry, follow these easy steps to make yourself a tasty peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay, so you can come up with something that sounds better, but make sure that it flows and that it's concluding that sentence. Right, and there it is with the whole topic sentence and the conclusion sentence together. You may pause it and read it. Here is another paragraph. You've got your topic sentence was, I am lucky to have such a caring mother. You may pause as you for you to read this one. We need to come up with a conclusion sentence. All right, in the conclusion sentence, you need to restate the main idea, and she's going to use a transition word from this list. Clearly, I am blessed to have such a kind, dedicated mother. And there it is all together with a topic sentence and a conclusion sentence and the details in the middle. Here is another paragraph. There is the topic sentence. You may pause it as you read it. So you're going to restate the main idea and use a transition word from one of these lists. Which would be the best one? All in all, the list of things you can do with a pumpkin is long and varied. And there it is all together. You may pause it as you read it. Here is another paragraph. The topic sentence is, winter can be a dangerous time of the year. You may pause as you read that as you come up with a conclusion sentence. So you're going to restate the main idea and going to use one of these transition words from this topic sentence. Winter can be a dangerous time of the year, and the best conclusion sentence would be, as you can plainly see, severe winter weather can quickly become hazardous to humans. There's it together with the topic sentence, your details, and a closing sentence. Here's another paragraph. You may pause it as you come up with a conclusion sentence. We come up with the topic sentence. You're going to restate the main idea, and this time she's going to create her own transition word. Despite being a short month, February features 3 American celebrations. Now you can come up with your own conclusion words, but again, your conclusion transition words for your closing sentence. But again, you just can't randomly come up with words. It has to make sense. Remember, complete sentences have to make sense. And there's it all together with the topic sentence and the conclusion sentence. All right, now what you're going to do is you're going to write your own topic and conclusion sentences on your practice slides and worksheets today, but I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to do it. It's kind of just like the topic sentences were, but we're going to work on the topic and the conclusion sentences together. All right, so we have our writing prompt, okay? And it says, write about your favorite season. So your topic is spring. We don't know what our topic sentences is, but we got some details here. Riding my bike, planting flowers, end of the school year, and we need to come up with a conclusion sentence. So remember, when you're planning, you write it down. So at your planning part, you just need to write down a few details. Don't even worry about spelling. I'm not concerned about spelling on the detail parts and your planning part, okay? Planning part, spelling does not matter. Try your best, but it doesn't matter. So the topic sentence that I would come up with are, there are 3 main reasons why spring is my favorite season. In my conclusion sentence, there are just a few of the reasons why spring is my favorite time of the year. Now, remember, you're going to have to add some transition words to your conclusion sentence, okay? You can take this right here and use this topic word, but here you're going to have to add some transition words. All right, here's another example. It says, research a city you would like to visit. It says, write about the things visitors can do there. All right, the topic is Chicago. Don't know what the conclusion sentence is. Detail 1, detail 2, and detail 3. Then I need to come up with a conclusion sentence. All right, my topic sentence would be, people who visit Chicago will find many things to do there. And a good example of a conclusion sentence would be, clearly, Chicago offers unique attractions for its visitors. Do you see it has that transition word right there? You don't have to add it when you're planning, but when you're writing your paragraph, make sure you don't have to have let me reword that. Sorry, guys. This right here has a transition word, okay? Now, when you're planning it out on your graphic organizer, you don't have to have that transition word there, but make sure that your transition word is on your paragraph. Right, here's another one about research an animal and write about it. The topic is a bee. Detail, queen, drones, and workers. And then we need to come up with a conclusion sentence. A good example of a topic sentence are, there are 3 types of bees that live in a hive, and each has a special job to do. Queen, drones, workers. And a good example of a conclusion sentence would be, obviously, each type of bee performs an important role that is critical for the survival of the entire hive. See that transition word in the conclusion sentence. We've got our topic sentence here. There are no transition words in topic sentences. You'll have transition words for your details and a transition word in your conclusion sentence. You're going to write an informational paragraph about a favorite activity. This one, let's talk about dance. Details are ballet shoes, tap shoes, jazz shoes. So good example of a topic sentence here would be, a dancer's footwear is determined by the style of dance being performed. And a good conclusion sentence example would be, in conclusion, the style of dance being performed plays a role in the type of shoe you see a dancer wearing. All right, another example would be, what is your favorite activity? Write about why it is your favorite. So we got dance, topic sentence, we don't know what that is, express feelings, friends, fun to learn, complicated moves, and then a conclusion sentence. Good example of a topic sentence, dance is my favorite activity for 3 important reasons. And a good example of a conclusion sentence is, For these 3 reasons, dance is my favorite activity. This is write about a future career you are considering. Explain why you have chosen it. Your topic is an architect. An architect is somebody that makes plans out for building buildings. Like they draw it out and then they give it to the workers and then they build it. And the reason why this person wants to be an architect is they like drawing blueprints of houses. Math and art are their favorite subjects. And their uncle is an architect. Okay, so a good example of a topic sentence would be, when I think about my future career, I picture myself as an architect. And then my conclusion, a good example of a conclusion sentence is, as you can see those transition words right there? My interests are well suited for a career as an architect. All right, now what you're going to do is you're going to go on to your activity and your assignment for today, and I will put an instructional video on how to complete that.